Hello. So this little video tutorial is to help you with the shh sound that we make in Continuum. So the shh sound is wonderful for really waking up the lips and the tissue in the lips and starting to really feel some of that fluidity into your face and really just actually throughout the whole body. It's also a sound that Emily had associated with the lymph and kind of clearing of the lymph. Often with the shh sound, we use our hands as tuning forks to sort of put that sound into the body. And it's really just like this longer, luscious, wet wet feeling sound. So it's kind of like you're going to do a kiss, but you let the shh come through it and let those lips kind of really pucker and come out. So So again, you want to notice that I'm keeping my face soft-ish. So even though there is a very, a distinct direction of the sound is coming through and going out, or I might be sending it into a particular place of the body. I don't want to be stiff or hard with the sound, so it's not like, it's kind of a little bit harder for me to do it stiff now because I've been doing it the other way for so long. But one of the things I see people doing sometimes when they're trying to first learn this sound is just being really stiff with the mouth and the face. And it's really more of like, think of like a luscious kiss with the sound. It's fluid. So I'm going to do a couple and then we'll touch base on anything we need to. So So it can also be fun to play with a micro movement at the end of the shh sound, just letting your micro movement begin with the lips and ricochet back into the waking up the face and the eyes. So I'll do one more and I'll allow for some micro movements at the end of it, starting with the lips and letting it go wherever it takes me. So okay, so I could keep going with this, but sort of what was happening at first was the lips were just starting to move, and then it was starting to kind of wake up towards the back of the throat a bit, and I actually felt a little pop as some space around my occiput was adjusting, and the back of the eyes were sort of opening and waking up after that. So sometimes that's a good example actually of how what you might actually see from the outside may look like very little movement, but what I was feeling on the inside was a lot of distinct movement. And like I said, I could have really kept going with that, but I'm not, for the sake of the video. I'm cutting that short. But So micro movements are a good option to throw in at any point in time, but especially I find that they can be kind of cool after the shh sound with the lips into the face, just because you've woken up the face with that shh, and now there's all this, opportunity of opening back into the face and, eyes and body. So let's see, is there anything else that I want to say about the shh? It's gentle. I mean, it has direction, but it's kind of like a pouring of the shh that comes through. So it is sort of like the shh. It's the SH sound, but you're adding sort of the lusciousness behind it as it comes out. Again, great for waking up the face, the mouth, in a very different way than the puffed O does. The puffed O is more of like a chamber, resonant chamber, and the shh is more of like a direction flow, and wakes things up kind of coming this way, whereas the puffed O might wake them up going this way. So I think that's all I can think of this moment for a little mini tutorial on the shh, but again, let me know either via message or leave comments below if you have questions about that sound, or there's anything you think I could clarify. I'd be happy to. So I hope that helps, and enjoy your shh.